What is it typically like living with a covert narcissist? I say it's kind of like going to an ice cream shop with friends. I'll tell you why in this video. Hey, I'm Dr. Melissa. I'm a trauma expert and top doctor. And in this video and on this channel, I help you identify the hidden narcissists in your life, identify the trauma and the drama they're causing in your life, and then turn that trauma and that drama into gold, becoming stronger and more powerful than you ever were before. If that sounds like exactly what you need, click subscribe, click that notification bell so that you don't miss a thing. Today we're talking about what it's typically like living with a covert narcissist. We're talking about cognitive dissonance. I describe it like this. Living with a covert narcissist is kind of like going to an ice cream shop with your friends. You order mint chip, your favorite. You take your first mouthful and you smile. It's like a tasty bite of heaven. But after a few minutes, you start to feel really sick. You wonder if the ice cream is toxic, if it's poisoned. Your friends scoff at you. They think you're being ridiculous. They say it. That's ridiculous. I'm eating it and I feel fine. So you continue to eat it, trying to convince yourself that you're enjoying it. Yet you feel more and more uneasy, unwell, and you don't know why. Living with a covert narcissist is the absolute ultimate in cognitive dissonance. And cognitive dissonance is the mental unease, discomfort, or tension caused by holding conflicting beliefs or attitudes. When you live with a covert narcissist, it feels like you're living in an alternate reality because you are. And you're not just in an alternate reality from the covert narcissist, you're in an alternate reality from everyone you know. So let's start with that tasty bite of heaven. At first, you feel like everything is wonderful. You feel like you've found someone who truly gets you, is a great communicator, makes you feel great about yourself, is thoughtful, easygoing, considerate, makes you laugh, someone who has your back. You feel like the luckiest person in the world, and that reality is reflected back to you by your friends and family. They love your new partner and they are so happy for you. This lens is so powerful that it leads you to discount reality. Your partner runs into Starbucks and forgets your drink again, and you chalk it up as an accident. Or your partner is dishonest with you and you explain it away as a white lie. Or your partner insists that you never had a conversation that you remember clearly, and you chalk it up to a misunderstanding. Your belief about your partner's true self is incongruent with your experience of them. So you discount your experience, your reality, to alleviate that discomfort. Over time, you start to experience many ill effects of the relationship. Decreased self-esteem, decreased self-confidence, decreased self-worth, increased confusion, increased self-doubt, increased difficulty making even simple decisions, increased stress, increased anxiety, increased exhaustion, increased overwhelm, increased injuries or illnesses. Yes, living with a covert narcissist can make you physically ill. You believe something is wrong with you because it's easier to believe that than to believe there's something wrong with your partner or with the relationship. Those beliefs are too strong. The cognitive dissonance is too great. Then the fog starts to clear until you're sucked back in. When the distress of your constant physical, mental, emotional, spiritual symptoms are as severe as the discomfort from the cognitive dissonance, then you start to see the truth. You notice the covert narcissist's lack of honesty, lack of reliability, lack of accountability, denial, deflection, projection, dismissal, gaslighting, blame shifting, sabotage, future faking, and more. You share your experience with your family and friends. They don't see it. Their cognitive dissonance is still too great. That lens is still too powerful. They try to convince you that you're wrong, that you're too sensitive, that you're making too big of a deal out of things. The cognitive dissonance of being at odds with those that you love and trust becomes just too much. It's easier, once again, to discount and dismiss your experience, your reality. And you go through this cycle again and again and again, every time your symptoms peak, every time you reach that breaking point, until that straw that breaks the camel's back sets you free. Eventually, the distress becomes so great that you're willing not only to let go of the relationship with the covert narcissist, but to let go of the relationships with those you love. You are determined to break free of the cognitive dissonance, the gaslighting brain fog, and find yourself again. At that point, you set yourself free. If this video resonates with you, type "I choose to set myself free" in the comments. Then like this video, share it with someone who needs this message. And if you're ready, if you're truly ready to shift from narcissist victim to anti-fragile narcissist survivor, busting through that trauma bond, reprogramming your codependency, finally achieving indifference, and changing your life, setting yourself free, I invite you to join me at liveantifragile.com. I'm Dr. Melissa, and I will see you in the next video.